How's it going, guys? So over here at the house, getting ready to work on another Chevrolet. On the outside, it looks nice. It's got nice wheels on it. Sounds nice for the most part. But it's hiding some stuff that's very, very, very bad. So, looking at the truck for Chevrolet, it doesn't look bad. On the outside, interior looks pretty good. So it's got some little problems. The alternator's not charging. Belt tensioner pulleys growling. The truck's been sitting for a couple of years. It's got a brake line that was rubbing and has wore a hole. So basically someone changed the brake lines out and didn't do it right, just did what they had to do to get brakes, and over time it's rubbed a hole in it. So we got to fix that too. And right now we're getting ready to pull the bed off this thing because one of the cross members has came apart that holds part of the fuel tank on, shocks. So we're getting ready to pull the bed on this, and we're going to show you all the ugly. As you can see, Ethan's underneath the truck doing his thing, trying to get the last bolt out. So stay tuned. All right, Ethan and I just got the bed pulled off. It wasn't too bad, except we're kind of on the short side. Now, let's look at the ugly. Once again, another rusted out Chevrolet frame. This is the cross member. We got to replace, holds shock, fuel tank, exhaust. But you can just see it's on its way out. So we're going to do what we can with it and fix the other couple little things on it where this guy can drive it for a little bit. But definitely probably getting rid of this thing down the road. What do you think, Ethan? I know, it's just... Ethan's a man of few words at this moment.
I don't like it.
I don't either, but we're taking it on anyway. So anyway, we're gonna figure some things out. See what we're gonna have to disconnect. If we gotta disconnect some more stuff, especially around the fuel tank area. And let's see if we can start tearing this thing apart and get the new one in.
Set shocks on it too.
And just like that, it falls apart. I'd say it's definitely doing some weight reducing. I mean, it's just flaking off. Anyway, Ethan went to go grab the shop vac so we can start vacuuming all this rust out that we can. So it'd be that much less it's going to be hitting us in the face when we're underneath the truck. We're going to have to drop the fuel tank on it. Thank God it's on E, so it's not going to weigh a whole lot. But while he's doing that, let me show you the rest underneath this truck. So, I mean, there's rust. I mean, I know there's a lot of y'all up north that have seen a lot worse than this. But the lower rockers are gone. Someone has put some different ones on here, but the inner rockers are gone. And someone has also put that expanding foam in there to try to make, I guess, somewhat solid. I don't know. And then the brake line, someone just replaced the lines and just put them didn't put them back in the factory areas. So it's allowed it to rub up against stuff. Like right up in here, it's all up against the frame and the body. It's the same up here in the front. I know you probably all can't see it, but it's rubbed up in here and it's rubbed a hole in the line because all of this is wet. And the truck, like I said, sat for a couple years. And he went to fire it up to move it and had no brakes. But yeah, there's inner structure just rotting away on this thing. But beyond, also the inner fender wells are rusting out. And I mean, I feel bad because on the outside the truck looks good. And I think when this individual bought it, you know, look at the outside of it. I mean, it looks like a nice truck. Nice wheels. K&N intake, all that. But just so much stuff underneath this truck is just bad. And he paid a little bit for this truck. And technically he's upside down in this truck. And can never sell it for what he owes on it. Which really sucks because he's a great guy. It's just one of those things like you and I, some of us that work on cars all the time and buy stuff. You know, we always look underneath. Check the rust situation out. If it's got a blown motor, as long as the body's good, we're in good shape. And in this case, there's some stuff that wasn't known about until after he got the truck. And this stuff is just flaking out of it. The next day, we were still taking things apart on this thing, and the more we take it apart, the worse it's getting. And we ended up calling the owner, had him come out to look at to see what he wants to do, but it's bad. So we got the fuel tank drop. The front beam was about ready to pop on it, so it was about ready to drop that tank anytime. But I mean, everything's just rotted out from where it's up. All that's going to have to be replaced just to sit there and get a bracket back in it. I mean, it's just layer flaking bad. You know, it's going to be to the point where it's not going to be much to be able to weld on to without making something. So, owner came by, we talked about it, he took some pictures, and he's trying to figure out options. So right now this is on hold until Monday, and figure out which way he wants to go. We gave him our opinion on it. Technically, it needs another frame underneath it, and it's not going to be cheap to do. And it's also, you know, I mean, it's to the point it's not really worth even doing a back half of the frame because this goes all the way through the frame. So he's trying to weigh out his options. We'll do what he wants to do either way. But Ethan, you probably vacuumed and picked out about what, over 20 something pounds worth of rust off the frame.
Oh yeah, I mean
this in this area.
It's still in the shop vac over there if you really want to show them. But
I'll give him a show.
It's heavy.
So this is basically everything. Oh, nothing but rust. So that's a good 25 pounds, easy.
Yeah.
And the way it's flaking, you can take big chunks, just put in your hand and just crush it. I mean, just nothing there. And there's more pieces in the bed there. There's a big old flake right there that came off one of the side panels.
I was about to say, it's literally just flaking off the inside of the frame rail.
And that's in the area where the front fuel band was at, or strap.
But it's just,
I mean, it's just brittle.
nothing to it anymore.
So that's where we're at with it right now. It's on a holding pattern until Monday. And other than that, guys, that's about going to be it for this video. Have a good one. Have a safe one. And we'll see you down the road.